David from Guitarist here, and today we are looking at an Ivison single cut. The actual name is an Ivison Hurricane 59, and there are no prizes for which guitar that might be based upon. Possibly the world's most famous single cut. But there are a couple of differences, and there are an awful lot of similarities, in actual fact, with an original 59 Gibson Les Paul. The similarities we'll deal with first of all. We've got obviously a mahogany back and sides. I'm used to doing acoustics, you see, and with a maple cap, nice flamey maple cap on the top. We've got a one-piece mahogany neck as well, which as far as the spec is concerned is Honduran mahogany. This is African mahogany. It's Honduran mahogany. We've got a couple of Sun Bear 59 paths on here, which you wouldn't put anything else on a guitar of this nature. Other things, we've got a nitrocellulose finish, but in order to keep it absolutely spec correct, Neil Ivison has gone for a non-plasticized original formula nitrocellulose. So this will begin to age in the way that we all know and love, unlike contemporary Gibsons, which tend not to. Also, we've got aniline dyes here, so exposed to sunlight, UV, it will fade. You'll end up with a kind of lemon burst, or a non-burst as they call them. You might have noticed already that we don't have a tunematic bridge and a stop tailpiece. This is the original thing that you might have found on a Les Paul from mid-50s, about 55. It's wrap over, but unlike some of the wrap over tailpiece bridges, this is intonation corrected. I don't know whether the camera will show it up, but there is a slight sort of deviation. It's not as marked as the contemporary one, which they call the lightning strike bridge, but the intonation's been corrected to stay in tune. You've got very authentic looking tuners. They look like Clusons. Headstock shape is obviously not the same. In fact, if anything, it's more reminiscent of the contemporary Epiphone than it is Gibson, but that's fine. And you'll notice also that the cutaway here is different to that of a Les Paul. But apart from that, you're pretty much in the ballpark. The neck profile is that nice 59 Goldilocks experience where it's not too fat and not too thin. Rosewood board, obviously, is a nice piece of Indian rosewood with pearloid inlays. Scratch plate, slightly different shape, and obviously pickup surrounds as well. They're white instead of that sort of faux vintage that we find on contemporary models. Got the original controls here, pickup selector switch. These are all CTS pots, switchcraft, switches, output, jack, and all the rest of it. So absolutely everything has been done to preserve that epoch, that 59 experience. And in fact, in the magazine, our reviewer Dave Burlock said that it even smells right, which is absolutely true. This is something obviously I can't transmit on video, but the smell of nitrocellulose is a very, very familiar one. If you've ever come across it, you know it instantly from opening the case. So let us go through the pickup selection, starting with the bridge, wound about 3/4 of the way up. Take it a bit further up. You're beginning to get into overdrive now, but on full. Tone control, obviously very active. Pull that down, and it hasn't gone as woolly as some of them do. You can still bring it back in, and there it is, full up. Swapping over to the neck pickup, same sort of thing. Take it down. Bring it slightly more. So it's nice and clear. Add a bit more gain, you'll get that classic sort of creamy crunch that you're used to from a neck path. In the middle, we've got the... Take one of the pickups down very slightly. It cleans up a little bit more, and you get more of that. This is full on. Still quite polite, but just take it down to 9. And all the bite comes back. So absolutely the sort of 50s experience, both tonally and from a feel point of view. Obviously I've handled loads and loads of Les Pauls over the years, and this does have a very, very authentic kind of feel. There's a myth that all 50s Les Pauls are incredibly light. It's not true. This one weighs in about 9 pounds, but which is towards the top end of what a Les Paul, a contemporary Les Paul, not a 70s Les Paul, they weighed a ton, but what they feel like today. And so the whole experience, the whole playing experience is very, very kind of classic era Gibson. So let's have a few more playing examples to hear what it sounds like.